Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Midweek Minutes. This past Sunday, we had a wonderful message, and Michael Bryant entitled it, Target Blameless. We've been continuing our study in the book of Philippians, and the passage for last Sunday's message was Philippians chapter 2, verses 14 and 15. Let me read it for you. And this is the NIV. Do everything without grumbling or arguing, so that you may become blameless and pure, children of God without fault in a warped and crooked generation. Then you will shine among them like stars in the sky. Target blameless. Blameless is our target. You may ask, what is blameless? Well, let me say, blameless is being able to be beyond reproof. That means that no one can legitimately bring charges against you that would stick in the court of God's law. Now, you have to know your target so that you can aim at your target. And as you take aim, there's certain things you have to do to prepare yourself. In golf, for example, if I'm taking aim at my target, I have to make sure I'm in the right stance. I have to know my environment. How's the wind? I have to know the lie of the ball, and I have to know the distance. Now, the same is true when we're taking aim at being blameless. We have to prepare ourselves. And the Apostle Paul says that we are to do everything without grumbling and arguing. In this passage, this is the way we prepare ourselves. Because just like the conditions may hinder the path of the ball on the golf course, the conditions can hinder the path of righteousness that we're trying to walk. You see, when we grumble, we learn that it opposes God's will. It hinders progress, it tears down, it elevates selfish ambition, and grumbling pushes people away from Christ and the church. And we learn that arguing, it separates us from the peace of God that passes all understanding. So we have to take into account the conditions that we are facing and prepare ourselves to be able to overcome them. Now, blameless is a situation of perfection. And we're not going to ever be perfect this side of heaven. And I've been playing golf for 5 years, and I'm definitely not going to be perfect this side of heaven. But in the 5 years that I've been playing golf, I've seen improvement. I've made adjustments to my swing that have allowed me to improve and grow. Now, God is working in us, and we are definitely not there yet. But we should be able to see improvements. We should be able to see the growth and maturity that has occurred because we're allowing God to work in us by allowing ourselves to not grumble and argue and preparing ourselves to receive His transforming power so that we can move towards the target. And what is the target? Blameless. Now, we're not going to be perfect, but perfection isn't a state of being. Perfection is a direction. So we want to aim at perfection so that we can be beyond reproof and bring God the glory. Thank you for joining me for another edition of Midweek Minutes, and I hope to see you again next week. Gotta go working on the swing.